What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Christy back, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about overcoming fear while dealing with health challenges. So if you guys know anyone that could benefit from these types of videos, please go ahead and share with them. And if you're new to my channel, what's up? Take a moment to hit subscribe to be notified when I post my next video. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. I know dealing with a health crisis can be overwhelming, can be scary and fearful. And someone asked me, how do I handle fear? So I came up with 10 tips that I want to share with you guys today. And I'm hoping by the end of this video, it will help you to become a little less fearful and understand where I'm coming from in regards to not being as afraid as you were in the beginning of this video. So let's just jump right into it. So the first one is going to be staying informed. And the reason why I said that is because the more you know about your health condition is the less fearful you will be. The thing is, you may not be asking enough questions or educating yourself much in regards to your health situation. And that's what's making you afraid, because of the unknown. You guys, I always tell you guys to make sure you're advocates for your own health. This includes doing research and understanding what caused you to get into this position, what you can do to better yourself, or whatever the situation is, but staying informed. Going on the hospital websites, reading certain articles about that. I guarantee you, whatever your situation is, you can find a blog or a community or whatever it is that you can interact with. But I think staying informed is probably one of the best things, because for me, when I first got diagnosed with lupus, I didn't know what the hell lupus was, right? No one in my family dealt with lupus, no one around me, so it was foreign to me. So I had to get some literature from my doctor. They guided me to certain sites to, review, so I could have a better understanding. And Google was my best friend too. So I had to figure out what was lupus. When I went on dialysis, well, all I knew was I seen some old people on it. What does that mean? So I had to educate myself on dialysis, what my body's going to go through, how I'm going to feel, things of that nature. And even when I got the kidney transplant, I needed to be informed. And I asked my doctors questions. I was one of those patients that, like I said, you're not going to just give me something. You're going to tell me and you're going to explain to me in a manner where I can understand what's going on in my life. So the second thing is talk about it, right? Talk about it. You want to be able to express how you feel, what you're going through. If you feel like you don't have an outlet to speak, everything is bottled up in your mind. Everything is inside of you, and you're going to be fearful because you're not communicating how you feel. And even if you do communicate to someone, or have a group that you go to, or even in my comments about how you're feeling, at least it's coming out of you, right? You're explaining what you're going through and how you feel. And now you can have dialogue with someone else that might be able to give you some positive tips and, to guide you down the right path. Like how I do with this channel. I tell you guys, this is what you should ask your doctors. This is what you should do. And these are my suggestions. And, I'm able to do that. So you got to make sure you're constantly talking. And even for me, right? Me coming on here and talking to you guys multiple times out of the week, that helps me. I don't have time to be afraid. I don't have time to worry about the negativity. I don't have time for any of that, because I'm constantly talking and making videos and doing stuff. So like I said, make sure that you communicate and you do not be, like my mom would say, a moo-moo, and you're not talking, you're not saying anything. Talk. Open your mouth and speak. The third thing is break it down. Right? Take them in smaller steps. Sometimes there's things, let me explain what I mean by that. So you want to get a kidney transplant, but you're overwhelmed. You're like, oh my God, what do I do? There's so much to do. Take them in steps, right? So for me, how I did it is I first knew that, I was sick, obviously. I interviewed hospitals, right? That's first step one. Interview the doctor, have some dialogue, talk, figure out what your success rate is, and, what the type of medications that I might need to be on, and just, informing myself, like I said, in regards to that. So then I knew, okay, I need to get all of this testing done. Man, these are a lot of tests. So I just made a list. Today, I'm going to call this doctor, I'm gonna get this test done, I'm gonna go get my pap smear, I had to do dental work, I had to, little by little, I made those appointments and I tackled them as I could. So don't make it overwhelming, you guys, because that's, like I said, that's another part of being afraid, because you're overwhelmed, you're freaking out, you don't know what to do. Make a list. Tackle one thing at a time. Take your time, but you'll get it done. The fourth thing is take time to meditate, become one. And I always say that because just close your eyes, do gratitudes, affirmation, just things of that nature. Just spend some quiet time by yourself. Meditation is good for the mind and it helps you recenter yourself. And I'm very big on that. You guys already know, I talk about this all the time about staying positive and things of that nature. But meditating can help you combat your fear and just mentally get yourself prepared for what you're dealing with. The next one is stay positive. Speak positive things over your life. Don't allow those negativities to come in. Just constantly speak positive. When you talk to somebody, try to be positive about what you're saying. Constantly just put out in the ozone all the positive things. If you see things, oh wow, it's beautiful outside. The sun is nice. Outside looks great. Don't look at the negative in things. Just, like I said, speak positivity. That's another way of overcoming fear. The sixth thing is stay active, right? Working out, moving, walking, doing physical activity will help you because it does something to the brain, guys. I don't know what it is. You guys know at the end of last year, I was going into a dark place and I just didn't feel like myself and I wasn't doing what I needed to do consistently. Then I woke up one day and said, enough is enough. I'm going to get more active. I'm going to go harder. And I did. And it's like a chemical thing in my brain. Like now I'm like, I feel great. And when you feel good, you're not thinking about the negativity. You're not thinking about the fear. You're not thinking about that. So you definitely want to be active as much as possible. Do not put yourself in that deep hole. I promise you, once you start working out, I know you're going to be sore in the beginning, but once you start working out, you're going to start feeling better. And you're going to be able to not even think about those bad things and know that we're dealing with health issues, even if you got a kidney transplant or not, right? We have challenges. There's worries. You don't think it's common to be fearful, like, oh my God, what if I lose my kidney? But I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking positive, right? I'm working out, I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm planning my life and I'm making little goals. So this is why I want you guys stay active as much as possible because it's going to help you mentally. Another way to overcome fear is seeking support. Support groups are great. There's other people in there that you could communicate with and talk to. Maybe your hospital, not mine, but maybe your hospital have little groups where you guys can sit down and you can talk about what's going on in your life and just seeking support and letting people know that you need help. So if that's, either seeing a psychologist or whatever it is, somebody that you can actually speak to and tell them what you're going through. And that can probably help you just as well because they're professionals. They're there to help and guide you. And even though you have non-professionals like myself, I'm also here to give you word of encouragement for the day and just make sure that you stay on track because I don't want anybody to be fearful. I don't want you to be fearful of the unknown. We're living life how we need to live life day by day. Okay, so don't worry about tomorrow's problems. We'll deal with that when that comes. Another thing is limit negative input. If people are talking negative and they're freaking you out, like, don't associate yourself with those type of people. I understand sometimes we go into groups and sometimes there's a lot of negativity in there just as well. So, be cautious in regards to that. You don't want any of that. Try not to watch negative shows. If there's a show I think that's out there that talks about like somebody's kidney. I don't want to watch any of that stuff, right? Because I don't want any negativity to come into my mind for me to start thinking the bad things, the unknown. So I definitely limit my intake of negativity. If people are speaking negative, I just go ahead and remove myself from the situation because I just don't feel like that's what I want to surround myself. Again, these are my tips that I've been doing and I'm just sharing with you guys. You guys can make your own tips, but these are just a couple of them. So we do have a few more. Let's go ahead and go through that. The ninth tip is visualize success. You guys visualize yourself getting that new kidney or feeling good. Visualize yourself running and playing and traveling and exploring and doing the things that you love to do. Your mind is the most powerful thing that you have. And if you could keep that right, all will go well. So like even for me, I have a vision board. I got a vision board at 2 places. I got a vision board downstairs and I got a vision board in my bathroom because I'm constantly looking at that every single day. And I'm like, wow, I have a picture on my vision board of me laying in the bed getting healed. God is healing me. And my mom and my dad at my bedside and my husband is watching. And you guys want to know? That same exact thing actually happened. Like everything on my vision board is coming to pass because that's what I visualize. I visualize just having success in life. You know, just waking up every morning to my kids and being able to take them to school, pack them lunches, and I just always wanted to be the best mom possible. And I used to visualize that in my down days. And now I'm thriving as a mother, right? And because I always visualize success. So make sure you constantly just think positive. You know, if you have to write it down, put it on your bathroom mirror, say some affirmations, but just visualize yourself like doing the things that you love to do. And the next thing, and the last one I would say, guys, is celebrate your wins. Even, I don't care how small, how big it is, celebrate it. If you deal with a chronic illness like lupus, and you know that there are many days that you might be bedridden and you can actually get up and you can move around, celebrate that win, right? If you can get up and go to work, celebrate that win. You know, if you're doing something that you usually don't do, I don't care if you're now starting out to work out and you lift more reps, celebrate that win. We need to start celebrating ourselves. We're here, right? There are people who did not make it. You are here. So the fact that you are here, that's a celebration in its own. I celebrate every morning that I wake up. God gave me another chance to get on here, talk to you guys, be a mom, be a wife, be a daughter, a sister, whatever it is. I get an opportunity to do that. So for me, it's a great thing. I'm celebrating life every single day. So waking up is a win for me every day. And so I want you guys to celebrate those wins, and you know, let's celebrate together. You know, when you have a next win, come and tell me. You know, send it to my DM and let me know. You guys, I absolutely appreciate all your love and support. You know, just getting this question from another viewer, these questions coming in, it does something for me. It puts me in a good place, right? And I don't want you guys to be afraid. So I hope some of these tips helped you out. If you got some other tips that you use, comment below, let us know. Otherwise, I love and I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video.